Tēnā koutou katoa, everyone, and welcome back to another Mucky Hope Productions Live. I'm your host, Mucky Hope, and today I'm joined by two very lovely, awesome people, as per usual. We'll start with the handsome man on my right, and rumor has it he's got, multiple albums out by now, won't you just stay with me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm not the only one. I think that's a song I wrote about. There's another guy called Sam Smith. I wrote that song about him. I grew up in England, and I'm 6 years older than the other Sam Smith, and we kind of grew up in the same kind of area. I reckon other Sam Smiths kind of meet me as a 6-year-old and I'm going to name my kid after that really bratty 6-year-old kid. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would. Sam Smith is a great name, but
Sam Smith spoilers. I want Sam Smith as a first name though. Sam Smith Hope.
Oh,
can you do that for me when you have your plethora of children? I'm
sure I can arrange something. The future missus, Shinbadi right here. I'm sure she'll be perfect.
She'll be fine with
that.
Yeah.
But spoilers. There's a lovely Sam Smith. Sam,
hello,
welcome back.
Thank you very much. It's lovely to be back. Talking, bloody hell, love these Traitors, eh? Oh, what a show!
It's such a great show. And for such a great show, I had to bring on just such a great person as well. Ladies and gents, please welcome Michelle. Winchell? Everyone, welcome back, Winchell! Woo!
Hello! God.
Welcome back, Michelle. How's it all going?
Good. I've got to tell you something that really exciting that happened in my world, because I love Traitors. I think it's my third or fourth favorite show.
Nice.
My first favorite show. You know what my first favorite show is, and I made a video on Instagram of what I've done over the years with my favorite show, and what races I've done and everything. And when I put it up, I actually tagged the production companies here in the US. I tagged both hosts, and then Bo loved it straight away, but Phil Kogan loved it. As I was sleeping last night, I was like, the holy grail, because Phil doesn't like a lot of stuff. Even in the big group, in the fan group, he doesn't like a lot of stuff. He just does stuff here and there. So I was like, yay!
Oh my gosh, great job, Michelle. Congratulations.
Because he's a New Zealander. He's a good man.
I know, he is. I think he went there for Christmas, actually. He was down there this year for Christmas.
And his brother is a wrestler. That's Hulk Hogan.
Really? Oh, no.
I was going for Hulk Hogan. I'm going for
okay.
Go on, we'll move on from that. It didn't work. We're professional, but that's cool. That's cool.
I was like, I hadn't heard of that before.
Yeah, I was trying to think, wait, he's got a brother?
Yeah, I was thinking.
Are you guys not fans of Phil Kogan? Okay, weird.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just not just not all over him as you guys clearly are. So yeah, I'm sorry. But welcome back. We've got Traitors America. Oh, here we go. Stags Yarrow. That was your best quality, Sam. Thank you so much, Hamish. You are an absolute legend. In case if you don't know, Sam, this is the guy who I did Traitors New Zealand Season 1 with. If you ever tuned into any of those lives.
I listened to all of them. And I enjoyed the comma that he just placed there.
Yeah. And he also coached theatre sports to me as well.
Yeah,
so if you want to know why I'm so amazing? It's because I learned everything what not to do from him. So
that was almost a really nice moment, and then you turned it into a backhanded compliment. Very nice, very well done.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I try my best.
When I was on Traitors, I listened to absolutely every podcast I could find about it. So I listened to all your 1.5 hour podcasts about the episodes that you did, and they were great. No, stay for me, Stick. Please stay for me.
Don't stay for Sam, Hamish. Come on, bro. Don't be too petty now. But we're back. Traitors America. It was leading up to a massive episode. Michelle, we've been chatting about for a while now. This is finally Carolyn's big move, right?
Oh, what a mess.
What a mess, right? Are you shocked that all three Traitors are still somehow still here?
I don't know how they're all there. I mean, we start off the episode with Rob saying to Caroline, "Can I give you a hug?" And
yeah.
Lord, like these
we
two,
called this though, didn't we? We said that we thought it was going to be absolute yell fest. Everyone's going to go crazy, and we kind of got those moments, but more so it was, oh, let's go in. Oh, I'm angry at you. I'm angry at you. Hey, cool. Let's settle down. They settled it down pretty quick, I thought.
Yeah.
And we nailed that.
I was rather disappointed by that because, as an audience member, I'm like, oh my gosh, Karen's going to rip into Danielle. I'm so excited. Oh, they're all hugging. And Karen's like, I'm just a baby. I'm sorry, guys. But the gloves really do come off.
And
that's okay because by the end of the episode, it is a total different scenario. So let's go through the episodes just so we can get to the end.
So Danielle started off, didn't she, by saying, like, don't worry, I know I've been putting your name up there. I'm going to make it right today. Today is going to be the day. I'm gonna make it right.
Right.
Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned. Yes. I mean, it was almost like a comedy of errors, right? Where, because technically this episode, we didn't actually see Danielle throw out Carolyn's name. It was all from the previous episode.
Yes.
But it was today. That's when everyone was telling Carolyn, oh, by the way, someone's been throwing out your name. I'm not going to say who, but first letter's D. And
and it rhymes with Spaniel.
Spaniel.
The Spaniel. The
Spaniel.
Man, when you're on the show, things don't just. It's so hard to change your mind in this game. Like if you've told someone, "Hey, I'm a bit suspicious of someone," when you then say, "I'm not suspicious of them anymore," they'll go, "Is that because they're a traitor and they recruited you?" So it's so hard to ever undo anything. So I'm not surprised that we didn't get much undoing by Danielle, or the fact that those names that she put out yesterday are still flying around.
Yeah, it was
it's totally hard. I mean, playing it online, it's the same thing. If you say someone's name one day and then the next day you don't believe they're a traitor, it's like you're on the chopping block. It's like, well, why? Why? And you can't give a reason. And then you're up for banishment. And I'm like, well, Jesus, can't people change their mind? No, not in this game.
You can't. You've got to find another person to be like, no, I'm still sus of them, but this thing is now more pressing. I think I've got to go with this. You're still on my back burner, but you are you're the fire in the house right now. You're the one on the you're the simmering away one.
It must be so hard, Michelle, especially with online traders, because like you can't really read, like I guess, body language or anything because it's all through like a Zoom call.
It's all chat, and it's you're looking into the minutest thing of what people say on the chat, and it's really hard. I mean, it's harder than real life traders where you can actually see a little bit about where people's eyes are shifting to and what their facial expressions are,
Not if you're legally blind. So I know what you like. I know what it's like. It must be a little bit harder.
Breakfast. Sorry, go on, Sam.
I was just going to say it's a bit harder to play up your disability when you're playing online. You just have to promise people that you can't actually see what's going on. Yeah. Sorry.
Please, you got to believe me. I'm legally blind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't read what anyone's saying.
We do have a comment here from Hamish. The kamikaze strategy of calling someone out and then changing your mind so people think they recruited you. I mean, Sam, I feel like there's something Mark should have probably done in Traitors in season 2.
That would have been interesting, if he said like, if he went back because they were going to vote for him the next day anyway. Yeah. He had gone. The other thing he could have done is using it to take down Jane, basically. Be like, yeah, cool. I reckon it's Jane. Yep, it's Jane. I told you, it's Jane.
Yeah. I mean, didn't Jane go next anyways?
Yeah, I think she did because Mark left by himself. I think Jane was the next person that did go out. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Or pretty soon because Bailey was all alone fairly quickly. What a season!
Such great. Basically, for context, Michelle, there's this guy named Mark who I guess was kind of like the Tom Sandoval of the season. We had a lot of theories, but no one basically believed any of the shit he was saying, basically, and no one trusted him at all. Yeah. Like he was like smiling during the round tables, and everyone was like, "I'm sick of you and everything you do." And
it's tough because he is a very, very smart man. I'm friends with his brother, and like just the perfect person to play this game with. He analyzes things. He was just so onto it, and but because people become suspicious about everything, when you see someone actively taking notes, he physically had a notepad and pen and would write down people's names and what they did and do all that kind of stuff. It immediately was very suspicious. He actually, I was there when they did the interview, and he showed up with a cane, because he has chronic fatigue. But in his interview, and this didn't make the TV, he said, well, I don't want to be voted out first. And last year, Sam Smith won, and he has multiple sclerosis. So I'm going to kind of do the same kind of thing, get some sympathy votes. They cut that out, but I was there and heard it. I was like,
but what happened was that basically Mark had figured out who the last traitor was at the time, wrote down a whole bunch of notes, and he handed off to the most influential person that was in the manor. And then there was a twist where the traitor had to pick two people. They would recruit one, but then the other one would get murdered. And so Mark was one of them. And, they had to pitch why they should be chosen. Mark was like, I figured out that you were the traitor, and I've just handed off the notes to this guy, Utah. And if you don't pick me, he's going to announce the notes to everyone, and you will be gone. Basically just blackmailed the traitor. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to pick you as a traitor. And he's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to say no. And
he just left the show.
Yeah. One of the best
disappeared. It was so great.
One of the best things to ever happen in the Traitors franchise. Like, he knew he was going home next, so he might as well just take you right down with him, right?
Just go on the coolest flourish ever. It was great.
Yeah. Right. Anyways, going straight back to Traitors America, right? We have 3 murder options. We have Ivor, Wes, and Bob Harper. And when Wes's name was brought up, I was like, no, don't be that stupid. Come on, Rob. You're way smarter than this. Don't go for Wes.
Yeah, you can't go for Wes because he's going for Rob.
All 3 of those options are the people that brought up Rob's name. So it just shows like how much he's leading that conclave.
Yeah.
Like, I suppose Danielle and Carolyn were just obsessed with each other and trying to watch out for each other. So they were just angry. So he's like, I know, well, pick the 3 people that I want out of here. That's Rob. I should put my hat on backwards to be like Rob.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to be like Rob. Dylan's trying to be like Rob. And now we're all like Rob.
Oh, jeez.
I still love we got like the price tag on it or something like that. So.
It's still the label. I want to eventually sell it.
Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh, I love it.
This is the hat I got for working on season 2 of Traitors New Zealand.
Oh, nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. And we do see that Bob Harper, unfortunately, is murdered. And Michelle, what's your final thoughts on Bob Harper?
I didn't have anything, really great to say about him. It's not as though he gave a lot to the show that I can take away and that I'll remember. So I'm okay with him leaving.
I was sad to see him go because he was one of the only people I previously knew from watching Biggest Loser about 10, 20 years ago. When was that on?
Wow.
A long time ago.
Yeah.
And I really felt for him when he talked about his heart attack and then he had to walk up the hill and he got so tired and he had such a great time being there and then he swore a lot and I was like, oh wow, how cool! Yeah. Swearing is cool. I had a bit of it. I thought he was a good faithful, but you're absolutely right, Michelle. Didn't do anything too spectacular, which is why. Yeah. You're gone. Yeah, it's such an underrated moment. I don't know why I just couldn't stop laughing, but when he walked into the room and sees the chair with the envelope, he's just like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Like he knows he's been murdered and he's unhappy. That's exactly what you'd be like. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I love that after breakfast, people just went absolutely crazy. They just, it was like talking before the round table. It was just, I love how Brittany went up to Tom and Tom's just going, stop. Poor Brittany can't talk. And Rob Plant's Wes's name. Tom's saying Dolores. Wes is saying Rob. Caroline's on to anyone she can talk to about who's giving her name out.
Her name out, yeah.
It's just all on straight away.
Yeah.
One of the things when we were on the show, certain people would get really hung up on things that they thought were an issue that no one else thought was an issue, which in our season was when Robbie was voted out, she winked at Dan, which I didn't see, and I think maybe 2 people saw. And then the person that kept bringing that up the most was Dan. And it wasn't, we weren't particularly suspicious of him, maybe a little bit. I knew he was a really smart dude and he wasn't really contributing much, and I thought maybe he could be. But then it was that I was like, no, that is weird that you keep bringing this up and keep sort of trying to protect yourself against something that I don't think had too much of didn't really have people pointing a direction. And that's why we then voted him out. And he was a traitor, was the greatest day ever.
I mean, I guess it's really hard because when you have any ounce of suspicion on you, or you think that there's something suspicious on you, your natural instinct is to try to clear that away, right?
Yeah.
So how can you really escape
that
paranoia? It's just like with Carolyn here. She knows Danielle's throwing her name out, and so she's actively trying to find if her name is still out there, which it obviously is. So that's making her even more paranoid about Danielle.
Exactly right. That balls up and will explode later.
Yeah. And something I do love here, Michelle, just really quick about Tom. So he says Dolores' name, and everyone's like, "What even on, mate?" Like, this is not Dolores. Like, no one's buying his theory. So I think even people called out saying, "Well, Tom, you shouldn't have to be worried about murder because you're just a terrible faithful."
And he was like, "What? What do you mean?" It was a really funny line at breakfast as well, where they were saying everyone was onto their they've used up all their good outfits and their hair is all absolutely atrocious now because they don't have makeup people with them. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I mean, like on Traitors, is there like a whole makeup crew and like wardrobe and stuff like that? No, not at all.
No, not at all. You dress yourself and we didn't. Guys didn't wear makeup at all, probably apart from Colin, and then everyone just did their own stuff.
Oh, man. And we do see as well, which was probably the big moment of the start of this episode, is Derek's finally woken up and he's going after Rob.
Yes.
And he's like, if Rob walks through here like as a traitor, it does not make sense to murder him.
It is such a good point that he's bringing up, and it's so nice to hear him say it.
Yeah, but Michelle...
And it got really frustrating throughout the episode as...
Yeah. Well, this is what I was going to bring up, Michelle. Once again, all the evidence is lined up that Rob is a traitor. And somehow... Oh, hang on. Sorry, I have to quickly bring this up. Thank you for interrupting me, V. I'm trying to muster up the bandwidth to watch you guys. I'm not having much luck. Oh, it's okay, V. Don't worry. Make sure you enjoy your holiday and you're having a lot of fun. We love you and we will miss you.
Watch it after.
Yeah, take a break, bro. Come on.
Take a break. Gosh.
Also, we miss you, V.
We love you, V. We had nothing but very positive things to say about you just before. Hey, Richard says try harder. But Michelle, once again, all the evidence is lined up. Rob is a traitor. Yeah. He should be a traitor. Yeah. And he survives once again. Like, how does he do it?
He's just so good at twisting everything back around away from him. He's just so good at it. I love listening to him. Like the round table when someone targets him and then he's got to talk and I'm thinking, Jesus, how are you getting out of this one? And then he does it again.
Yeah, like what is it? Derek lays out like this whole thing about why Rob's a traitor and stuff, and Wes as well piles on about how Bob the drag queen called him out and Rob likes to take out threats and stuff, and Rob's just like, hold up everyone, hold my beer, like this is exactly what the traitors want. They would not murder me because I'm the perfect suspicious candidate. But who's been causing the most chaos? He calls out all the different names that's been thrown around, and it's like, Wes has been causing all the chaos. And even I felt moved by it.
Well, he started off by saying people who've been causing chaos. Well, it's Danielle, And Carolyn, I was like, "Whoa, buddy, what are you doing?"
I know. Whoa!
Don't put anyone's names out there. And he just does the two people straight away.
Yeah.
And then moves on to Ivor and Wes. Yeah. And then what do you know?
We've gone totally to the round table. We've missed the challenge.
Yeah, we've missed so much. Sorry. Yeah. Let's talk about the mission, which I thought was a beautiful mission as well. You know, we've got a lovely giant Traitors cloak, which Michelle, like, can you imagine if you're just going for like a cheeky stroll, like in the middle of the night or something, you just see a blind, like, giant Traitors statue just in the middle of the woods.
If it was billowing, I would totally think it was a Dementor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my first thoughts too. Oh my god, it's like some kind of Dementor from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What? But no, it was I think.
Imagine that as a crossover episode. They do a full Harry Potter season where they get them all and they call them Dementors rather than Traitors, and they get the old cast from the show.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
That'd be pretty great. And that you can find certain spells where people have to say the exact truth no matter what.
Oh, yes.
You know?
Gillyweed. No, it's for breathing underwater. Yeah.
I mean, there's been some water challenges this season, you know? Gillyweed, make them dive underwater.
Yeah. We've seen this mission in the UK season 3 that just aired. And in that season, the shield thing wasn't. I'm not sure if it was even in there. This was, I think, one of the first missions that they did. And so in the UK one, it was all teamwork. Yeah, hey, let's get all the gunpowder. I think there was a sabotage angle to it, so that if the Traitors got the combination wrong, the thing would blow up, and then people would be like, "Oh, you didn't know that answer, so you might trying to sabotage us, so you might be a traitor." Whereas in this one, and we see it all the time, just all 3 teams straight away, like, cool, shield. We're doing the shield first. No one gives a crap about the money. Shield. Yeah. And it's going to be interesting this murder tonight because there are 3 shields out there. Everyone is implicitly protected by it. And I can't remember which traitors were on which teams, but I think 2 of them were on the same team. So there's going to be one team that doesn't have a traitor on, and I wonder if they're going to target those people. That'll be interesting.
Probably, because they don't. Well, no, they'd probably target someone on their own.
You target your own one, right?
Doesn't have the shield. Like, I can't believe Caroline just picked it up, and the guy's going, "I'm just looking at it, and you picked it up." Like, and then there's the other team who all open it up and are looking at it together, deciding what they're going to do. But Caroline's like, "I'm not having any of this. I'm just taking it."
And shout out to Dylan's amazing paper, scissors, rock skills.
Yeah. Like, Michelle, did you watch Squid Game for Challenge?
Yeah.
Imagine if Dylan was at the final game, paper, scissors, rock for, what's it, $4.5 billion, was it?
Oh, I know. Crazy.
Yeah. Oh, he would crush it. Yeah. So that is the biggest reality TV, like prize ever, right? $4.5 billion, is it? Or is it million? I don't know.
It was
$4.5 billion is a lot.
It wasn't billion. It was million.
It was million. Oh, okay. Is that still the largest cash prize?
I think so, but it will be Deal or No Deal Island 2 that will have the highest cash prize.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you don't know Deal or No Deal Island?
No. I mean, what is the amount? What's the price?
Well, I don't know. I think it will be up near 5. I think it could be up near 5. I'm not sure. It's still going, but that's an amazing season. Like, so good. So good.
I've only seen the first 2 episodes, but it's something that, you know, I would love to finish watching, especially David. I love seeing David. It doesn't matter what show he's on, I'll watch him till the end of my time. Are y'all doing paper, scissors, rock? I mean, we could do paper, scissors, rock. Are you guys going to paper, scissors, rock?
I don't know. So. I know one of my daughters is really good at it, and the other one is really crap at it.
I feel like it's just random, right?
It is random.
If you're doing a one-off thing.
Well,
so we give it a try.
I'm going to give it a try. All right, Sam and Michelle, you guys do paper, scissors, rock?
Okay.
What are we doing? 1, 2, 3, and then
3
draw?
Show. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Draw.
What are you how are you counting, Mucky? What the hell? All right. I'm not going to count. Sam, don't count. Mucky has his own way of counting.
Okay.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
One. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, draw.
You did it after. You went 3.
I did it as I heard it. I promise you. I also couldn't see what you did. You did yours off camera.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it was a little bit off. Yeah.
This sort of proves rock, paper, scissors over here does not work.
Oh, wait, we could just say the things, right?
True.
Okay, you two do it. You two do it. I'll do the countdown. Right. We're going for 5. 5.
So are we just saying it?
Get them to close their eyes.
You're just saying it.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Scissors.
Oh,
yeah. You
won, buddy.
All right, let's go,
you
baby.
Won, pal.
All right, Sam. Now it's me against you, man.
Yeah.
You know, we've got one theatre sports legend against the other. Michelle.
Don't say it. Just put it up on the screen.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Close your eyes. Sam, close your eyes. Right. 1, 2, 3, go. Sam won.
Sam, you legend.
Oh God, that was bad.
Sam, yeah.
I did my theory. I used the winning one that you used from last time because I thought you'd change. Yeah, that was my theory.
You have a great supporter, Sam, the winner of Paper Scissors Rock Mucky Productions.
So Logan, put up Logan's comment. Tell it, Logan, what did you think of Sam's season? You have to tell us.
I personally think it's one of the best seasons out there.
I really enjoyed it.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Another comment here from Hamish. You could have lied about who won because your eyes were closed.
Well done. You both won.
Yeah. Also, Luke says, I thought they were 10 times smarter than the faithful from Canada too. I haven't seen Canada too. Is that
good? Yeah, I still got to watch Canada too.
I've seen the first Canada.
And those faithfuls from Canada too were 1,000 times smarter than the ones from Australia too.
Oh my God, Australia too. Jesus.
Australia too is like a completely different show. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They vote off one traitor during the show.
Yeah. Oh.
And the traitors vote that traitor off.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. It was worth a watch. It's very interesting.
Yeah, I love Annabelle, love Luke.
Yeah, but Luke,
yeah. Luke, favorite Survivor player of all time. But we'll be talking about him a little bit later on this week, potentially. But anyways, straight back to the mission. So
where are we up to?
In the woods. 20 locked crates, all containing like a whole bunch of gunpowder. Players must answer a number-based question. If it is right, they'll be able to get the gunpowder, and if it's wrong, it'll blow up in their faces.
Oh, the other funny thing in comparing them to the UK one, the UK questions from my memory were like, who are the number? Which people on the show have children, or how many people on the show are parents? And then the one this one was so simple. It was like, what is the number after 4? Or like,
I think one of them was how many people are left in the game.
Yeah. It's fairly simple to work out.
Yeah. I was a little bit sad. I was like, oh, no one's got any, like crates blowing up in their faces. I forgot who, but I think it was Rob's team. I'm pretty sure they had an explosion go off in their face, which was pretty great.
Yeah.
Boston Rob hasn't been on the challenge, has he?
I don't watch the challenge, so I'm not sure.
I don't think he has.
Tyson has. Yeah.
So it's just Survivor, Deal or No Deal Island. What else?
He's won Survivor twice, right?
No.
Once.
That was Tony.
Once.
But then again, Rob might as well have. Well, actually, no. Technically, Rob did kind of win Survivor. He married the person who won All Stars.
And that's the greatest prize of all, love.
Exactly. And then he had a statue built of him on one of the islands. So.
Sorry, yes. The greatest prize of all is a statue. That's what I mean.
Statue, yeah.
Isn't it the island of, what was it called?
Island of Idols or something.
Well, I thought it was the Island of Idols, but am I saying the right one? There's so many.
Yeah.
Island of the Idols, where it was him and Sandra.
Yes, Island of the Idols, season 39.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sandra from Traitors US season 1.
Traitors
season 2.
Season 2. Yes.
Oh, an Amazing Race. He's been on the Amazing Race as well. So what? That's
Race.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 different shows.
4 shows.
I want to jump ahead quickly, just to the elimination. When Wes calls himself the most winningest person on the show, he keeps talking about
what is that? I am one of the best reality players of all time. Quantitatively, I'm better than all of you.
He said, I'm the most winningest. He says, as he's just been banished from the show. Like, oh man. I quite liked Wes, but that exit speech kind of ruined it.
No, that was awful. And then he swore at them all and walked off. And I'm like, you're just not a very nice person.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, there's actually one moment I love so much. I wrote it down, which is Wes saying, hey guys, I appreciate you all bringing this up. I'll be less aggressive. And then at the end of the episode, fuck all you guys.
He'll be less aggressive because he'll be at home alone.
Exactly.
Or with his family. I don't know what his living situation is, but
Well, he'll be home alone.
He'll be less aggressive on the plane home.
Hopefully.
I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. The mission. I thought it was the explosion looked big and real and nice, and everyone was excited about it, and that was cool. Yeah,
I was wondering if the explosion was real or not.
It looked like CGI. It looked really weird. And then it looked like someone just pushed the traitor over.
Yeah. It was funny that the explosion was just in front of the traitor and sort of, cool, explosion, cool, that's done. Oh, the thing's still over. Oh, now it's falling over. Cool. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Because
that's exactly how it happened in the UK one as well.
Oh, okay. Because I thought the statue itself was going to blow up. It connects to some wires that goes to the statue.
Good.
Yeah. But then again, I guess production would have had to pick up all those tiny, small pieces.
And they needed that again because I don't know which one filmed first, whether it was the UK one or the American one, but they just used the same.
They used a lot of the same things.
Yeah. They're having that mission last week with inside the church with the different things was a different mission.
Sorry. Imagine that's your job. Push contestants over so it looks like
that'd be a dream job. That's great.
Oh gosh. Hamish, I love you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Sorry, Logan said something in the chat. Who's Ken Jennings? Sorry. Why don't I know who Ken Jennings is?
King Jennings.
He won over 5 million?
$5
How?
million?
But they're saying that Dondi is the biggest prize ever offered, so it's going to have to be more than 5 million then. It's going to have to be more.
Sorry, that's the first time I've heard Dondi as well, which is so good.
Dondi is a great name.
Dondi is great.
No Deal Island, Dondi.
Yeah. I love other shows you do. I do it with Wilty for Would I Lie to You. I worked on a show called John and Ben that we called Jab.
I just say, it's just this long thing. Get me out of here. It's just, it's weird.
And we had Have You Been Paying Attention, which was Hibpa.
Yeah.
All right. So
okay, Logan, I understand.
Ken Jennings was on a show called Jeopardy, which he was a former contestant on, and then he became the host of it.
Oh. And then he was Grand Slam, then 1 versus 100. Crocodile Dondi. I used to run in the 5th grader too. Yeah, okay, Logan. So he's won 5 million altogether. Wow. God.
That's crazy. Yeah. And Tony's that's right, Tony did win 3 million because Winners at War was a 2 million prize.
Yeah.
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 Could you do some quick research and find out how much Wes has won in his history of being the most winningest? I presume he's just won a.
I'd like to know that.
I don't know how the challenge works. I've never seen it. I only know of it from people on the Traitors who have done it.
They've got good challenges, but then it's so weird. They're all in a house, and it's just weird. And then some of them get together, and it's sort of like Love Island in a house. And then there's arguments, and then you need to have an alliance, and it's just I find it to be the weirdest show. I know,
so
Chris.
Sounds good. Let's go. I'll go check it out.
So I had a quick look.
Great review.
So Wes has won $553,000 on the challenge, with his largest single win has been $250,000 from the Challenge All Stars way back in season 3.
Oh, he's definitely the winningest then, isn't he?
They had the All Stars in season 3. That sounds cool.
Whereas Boston Rob has won over $1 million for Survivor. So Wes is the most winningest, player out there, but Rob's won like more than double.
Maybe he didn't say winningest. Maybe he said whiniest, because that would be true.
Maybe. True.
I didn't write down the winningest. I said best reality players of all time. Yeah. I actually paused it so I could write it all down.
Hamish says he's going to have a shower, mate. It's been 3 years. Like, you're not going to have one. No, just kidding. He's going to watch some Balkan horror. Have a great night. Podcast going great. Thank you so much, Hamish. You're a bloody legend, mate. Have a good night,
Thanks for your input, buddy.
Love Hamish. Anyways, we get back. Well, just before we get back, during the mission, Gabby tells Carolyn that Danielle told Gabby her name. So now Carolyn's paranoia is really going
more fodder for the fire. Just keep giving her more.
So much.
And Sam, once we come back, we do see that Derek is, he's trying to rally the votes onto Rob. He's doing it in a weird way where he's not saying Rob's name. Yeah. He's getting other people to think it's Rob. And it was so funny seeing him with Ivor. And he's like, so I'm going to be going after who you're thinking. Who's that? The person, and he's like, the person who you're gunning for. And I was like, who was that?
I don't know that one. What are you talking about?
It was so funny.
He's just like,
I was like,
oh, and at the end he did go, oh, right. And I almost wonder if he was just like, I don't know who that is. Because Ivor then went and voted Wes, just sort of did whatever Rob wanted anyway.
Exactly. And we see Derek is going around, to everyone doing this. Rob's kind of doing a similar thing, but he's using the whole Nikki argument of, well, Wes went so hard on Nikki, but Nikki's a faithful. Why would you go so hard on someone? Probably because it's a traitor and you're trying to deflect everyone, right? And then, Brittany sort of joins Rob in targeting Wes. And for some odd reason, Michelle, Derek lies to Brittany, saying that he's not going after Rob. Do you think this was like a good move by Derek?
He's all over the place. Like, I think he wants to not tell her because he now thinks that if she'll tell him because she seems to be, trying to protect Rob. So he doesn't understand that maybe she's trying to be a traitor. Like, maybe she's a traitor with him. I mean, after the round table, he's then going for her. So he doesn't want to tell her. It's like on Survivor. You don't tell someone's alliance member that you're going to vote their person off because then it gets around and then the whole thing can be twisted around. So, I
wonder.
It's just a mess, that round table. So many people implicated, so many people up. And half the people don't know what to do, who to vote for. And I think that's why it was so close.
I wonder if Derek is doing that thing of when you feel like you're probably about to be murdered because the person you were working with, Wes, has just been kicked out. He needs to kick up some suspicion on himself. Otherwise, people won't. Otherwise, he's just an easy kill. So I wonder if he's trying to do that to, and because he thinks Brittany is a traitor, if he goes, I think Brittany's a traitor to her, that's his way of just being like, okay, I don't know who it is. I'm going to go for you. I hope it's you because if I've done this, you'll be scared and you won't vote me out. Or hopefully she will then tell Rob and they'll keep Derek in the game. Interesting. We shall see.
Something I did find pretty funny is after the whole interaction where Derek's telling Brittany that she's a traitor to her, she's like, wait a minute, so he lied to me, but then he's mad at me that the vote, didn't go his way. What kind of man sort of thinking is this? And it's like, there's no way to really explain that one. Yeah. But, we get to the round table. Actually, no, sorry, just before then, we do see, I think it was Chriselle tells Rob there's names being out there, which Danielle's fully aware of, and she lies to Rob saying that no, she hasn't heard his name.
That's crazy because Rob, being who he is, knows his name's out there all the time, every day, in every series he's ever in.
Yeah. Was this a smart move by Danielle Sam to try this? Like to try see if she can pull a sneaky one on him, or?
Well, trying it, yeah. I think this is her chance to do it, and you know, she was just one person away from doing it, or pushing it to the draw anyway.
I don't think it's smart because then he can prepare himself more than what he already would be, because then he knows his name might come up. You don't tell someone and then they're caught off guard. Mind you, I don't think Rob is ever off guard.
I think they probably thought they had the numbers, except for Rob then did the old switcheroo on saying that, it's got to be Wes because I'm being kept in the game because me and Ivor have got a thing going on.
Yeah.
It's so... Because this show runs... It's a full day of stuff that they have to edit down. You often feel like there's these little extra things that you have missed out on that that can kind of explain the intricacies of people's decisions. So often there are weird little things that you go, why are they doing that? And often there'll be something that happened one line or something like that just didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
And you see, and because these people are putting so much out there, it's crazy to keep track of it all. It's so hard.
Yeah. Well, Michelle, isn't Australian Survivor isn't one episode like roughly 2 to 3 days? Or something like that?
Well, yeah, because normally it's 3 days between vote offs. But there's a lot of content.
Wow.
But it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, we do have a question here from Logan for you, Sam. How long were the roundtable specifically in New Zealand 1?
It was, I think they were about half an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. Maybe they were longer. I remember every time, maybe 3 or 4 times in a row, I would listen to all the loud people to have their say, and they'd run out of thing, and I'd be like, hey, I have a question, or, can I just bring something up? And that's when Paul would say, the time for talk is over. So I genuinely think like maybe 3 or 4 times in a row, they had to edit out me going, oh, what? Come on. I was just about to say a thing.
I do see it from Logan, which Logan, by the way, you're an absolute legend for knowing all this information, brother. But 1 day episodes is 51 minutes of runtime, and 2 day episodes is 75 minutes of running time in Australian Survivor.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was 2 days or 3 days. Logan knows everything about everything. It's just ridiculous. It's weird for him to ask a question. So, Sam, it's just amazing he asked you a question.
Logan, is that right? Is that how long the roundtables were in hour one? I can't remember.
Just double check them. But we've already kind of roughly talked about Derek is laying out all the evidence for Rob. Wes is piling on top, being like, and this, and this. And Rob just deflects all of it back.
What I realized watching this episode is that Boston Rob speaks the same as Donald Trump. Yeah, let that sink in for a bit. Yeah, he does.
But Trump's not from Boston.
I mean, he's not doing the thing, but he does talk in the same sort of way. He'll be like,
I guess he's always calm.
You wouldn't vote for me. What?
I don't look. So I'm not into politics, right? So I don't really know a lot about what goes on. But like is Trump very like calm and I guess very like deflective when he chats, or
that's The people talk to me because I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest person who's ever done anything. And Rob Cudden says this as well. You need to, it's clearly not me because of this thing and this thing. And of course, people would say that because those people are idiots. I don't really do voices, but
it's like you blocked your nose to say that. Then it was.
That's
really
exactly
impressive.
That's exactly what Boston Rob sounds to me like he's doing that.
Yeah.
If he had tiny little hands and went like this, he would. No, it's not me. I'm not a traitor.
You sound like someone else. You sound a bit like Trump there, actually, and someone else on a cartoon. Someone on a cartoon series. Oh, it's killing me.
What's that dog that sounds like this all the time?
The dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like droopy dog or doopy dog.
No, it's the other dog. Oh my God, it's going to kill me.
Is it a cat dog?
Oh,
Scooby-Doo.
It's a current American comedy. The
Brian from Family Guy.
Not Clifford.
Sounds like the dog.
I will bring it back next week. I will. No, it's Lassie doesn't talk.
Wilfred is going to every dog.
Oh my God. I'll bring it back next week. I'll figure out who the dog is.
I will keep talking like this so that you can tell who you think the dog is.
Scottish.
Woof, woof. We are gonna. Hey, traitors. Alan Cumming does a lot of R rolling in every time. Traitors.
Oh, I love how
he says and the Scottish Highlands. I'm not in the Scottish Highlands. I would never go to the Scottish Highlands. The Scottish Highlands is a bad place for bad people. Not me, though. I'm a good person. Everyone's saying it. Everyone says it.
What is that?
Woof, woof, I'm a dog.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, can I tell you something that I don't normally tell people this because I love doing voices and stuff. I'm not like an accent guy. I like doing them. I don't think they're particularly accurate. But one time I worked on the project here in New Zealand, and they needed someone to do a voice, and no one was brave enough to do it. And I was like, I'll give it a try. So on national television, I got to do. It was just a voice. You couldn't see my face. Thank goodness. I got to do the voice of Barack Obama on national television.
Go.
That's fighting.
Now.
They did have to pitch me down a semitone because I can't talk as low as him. But
okay.
Okay. Barack Obama. Oh, it was a lot. It was a lot of okay. The thing. But I did practice for about an hour before I did it. He does that a lot. Okay.
Okay.
President of the United States of America. He does that, but pitch down a semitone. Thank you so much. It was on national television.
Well, I'm going to switch it up after
how did we get onto this? I don't even know.
I was talking about. Talking about. Yeah, I was just talking about how great I am at voices, which I'm not.
Yeah. I have to admit that any American who talks to me, if they are from Boston, I now know if they're from Boston. I can tell just from years of listening to Boston Rob, and then
that's great.
Listening to quite a few amazing racers who are from Boston now.
Yeah,
so
Mark Wahlberg is my Boston.
Yeah, especially Joey. Sorry, Logan just put up Joey Covino, who was who I've actually met, and he's very Boston. Very
Boston.
Yeah.
And we do see another comment. Paul Henry has 3 dogs. Maybe it was one of his dogs in the shower. See, even I didn't know that. And I've known Paul. I don't personally know Paul Henry, but I've seen him on my TV since I was a kid. So crazy like it. Absolutely legend, brother. But let's try and bring it back to Traitors.
So we finished the round table. And he's given his great speech.
He's given the fingers as he walked off. This is the American one. It's such a we see people swearing at people as they leave. We see people swearing as they die. And the British one, everyone's so polite. And it's like, thank you so much. We're just best friends forever now. This one's like, fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Yeah. You guys are idiots. Crazy.
Yeah.
So well, Michelle, I do think it's because these are past players have all got a massive ego and reputation and stuff. So it's kind of like, when they get voted out, it's like, well, I'm just here playing a character almost. Do you get what I mean?
And I guess this is the thing they're good at as well. So when you put lots of people who are good at it together, people do have to get kicked off. And so, their egos must be pretty bruised.
Definitely. And we do see another comment from Logan. I think only Joe from either New Zealand says contemplated doing that upon roundtable banishment. I mean, most likely, If I was pick one player to flip everyone off, it would be it would definitely be Joe. But we do see, what is it like? after the round table session ends fairly quickly, and we all go straight into the Traitors turret. And it's just like
normally we don't go into the turret, but they've obviously thought this is so spicy. We have to go to the turret at the end of this episode. And I was so happy because I really wanted to see what was going on. And then when it went to it, I'm like, oh, this is going to be good.
Yes, oh, man, yeah. So good. And we get there, and it's just awkward silence. No one is saying anything, and they're all still there.
Somehow, Rob is the good guy in this situation. Which, like, when he brought out both of their names, I was like, oh man, he's done for now. But when they get there, the girls are angry at each other.
Yeah.
Well, Rob's angry at Danielle. Danielle's angry at Caroline. And Rob seems to be, he's sitting there being all high and mighty about this. So he's dodged it well, but man, they are not a team.
It's so great. And Caroline actually looks insane when she says to Rob, just going to have to go after Danielle.
Yeah.
And smiles. And I'm like, and Danielle's looking at her like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I kind of think it's a good strategy, because if those two are clearly going for each other, people will be like, well, that's why they're being kept in the game. They've got this thing going on. They just have to hope that other people don't jump on board with them.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a good strategy, but there's a situation where they clearly both really do not like each other and want each other out, right? And I feel like Rob's really copping it when it comes to like the round table votes, but they're really copping it when it comes to like all the drama and stuff. And we do see Danielle brings up, you see Brittany's name. Cameron's like, no, I didn't. But Danielle's like, but you said it here in the Traitors turret to kill her. And Cameron's like, oh, just come on.
Yeah.
Really? Just come on. And next week, Danielle versus Caroline. Who's our picks? Who's going to take it out?
I think if anyone gets banished of either of those two, it would be Danielle.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I feel like
I think Caroline is less suspicious. She's also liked a lot more.
Yeah.
Because she's just a bit crazy.
She's had a lot of people come up to her and tell her what Danielle has been saying, which shows that she's a lot better connected than her, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we think that Rob is not exactly in the clear, but do we think for at least the next small while he's going to be all right?
There's this thing that happens on the Traitors. If you are in a standoff with someone and you lose, people tend to forget about you. So in my mind, he's clear for another episode.
Unless Derek keeps at him.
Yeah, which I hope he does. But I feel like one of the best ways for Faithfuls to win, I'm always Team Faithful, is that is to get Rob out of there soon, because we've seen he's been dominating the show. There's been so much focus on him, and rightly so, because he's great and he's playing a great strategic game and everything like that. But I'm almost to the point where you're like, are we seeing lots of him now because he's not long for this world? Trying to read the edit, I might not be doing it right, but I just wonder if that's happening.
I mean, Michelle,
I have no idea who are they going to kill. No idea.
Yeah,
no idea. Is there an eject for Traitors now? I know with Survivor, there's like if you get X amount of confessionals and screen time, you're more likely to be a winner than others.
I haven't seen one. You'd think someone would have done one though.
Yeah. But I guess all the winners have been like kind of completely different, right? Like you had Sam, and then you had Bailey, you had CT, you had Sari, like always these very different like wins.
Yeah.
Like Sam from Australia as well. Like who could have predicted? Well, I guess he didn't win. Yeah. All of them were losing finalists, right? But you could never predict that him, Camille, and Blake were all going to go to the end together, right? So
the fact that he ended up at the end was just nuts. This is I have a similar feeling towards Boston Rob as I do for Sam, Bad Sam. I was just like, come on, get him. Come on, please, just get him. Come on, just get him. Vote him out. Just make this the episode where you vote him out. And again, that's because I don't have this connection with him that you guys have from before. But
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be.
You know how, Sam, you're saying you're always Team Faithful?
Yeah.
I was just thinking, I was spending all this time thinking about it, and I was thinking I'm nearly always Team Traitor, except for the 2 Australian seasons, and I was Team Faithful.
Faithful, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
The
shocking.
Spoiler alert! I'm sorry that you didn't get either of those.
I mean, when you when you have Annabelle and Luke as faithful as well, though, I mean, it's hard not to root for the faithful, right? Especially
I know,
Annabelle.
I love Annabelle. I mean, I know Annabelle in real life, and obviously Luke is just wonderful, and he picked the Traitors straight away, and Annabelle was onto it, and then everyone else was just stupid and wouldn't pick them, and then but the Traitors were. I didn't like them very much, so I really like Team Faithful, but I don't know. They just did such a shocking job.
I really like Blake, who was the traitor. I thought he was doing the best in the situation. Just Sam again dominated the season.
He was kind of a pushover, in my opinion.
I think that's kind of what you have to do. Like if you've got someone so dominating. Like,
I mean, maybe it's just me with like all my years of watching reality TV, but it's like if you know you're being controlled by Sam or by Rob, at some point, even if you know you're going, like kind of like Derek and Wes here, you got to at least put up some kind of front against them.
Yeah,
because who knows what will happen, right? So
it's true, very true.
Or as Hamish says, just kamikaze your game. And destroy your game so then Sam and Rob can be taken up next time.
I think, I think my faithfulness comes from the fact that I played as a faithful, and so to me, it's ingrained into me that the traitors are baddies, and I know some of the goodies to it, even though it's just a role that they've been assigned. Like it's not, it's like not.
Oh, they are baddies, though. That is a baddie role, and I love having a traitor's role. It's the best role ever.
Yeah,
but they're seen as the baddies.
Yeah, it's great. I wonder if there's a way to spin this so that like a version of the game where if you are the secret person controlling the game, you are actually like a goodie. I wonder if there's because the idea of the term faithful is very wholesome and good, and the traitor is such a loaded word that makes you sound like such a baddie.
You are killing people every night, and that's generally a bad trait in life.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a version of the game where you're, it's like you're it's doctors. All the good people are called doctors.
Like all the faithful have some diseases, and the traitors heal them.
It's all the people. Everyone in it wants to be euthanized, and the traitors are the secret doctors who do it. Is it too much? Yeah. I won't put. Well, let's not pitch that. That's probably too much.
I do have an idea though. So I like your idea, Michelle. Everyone's got a disease, right? But the traitors secretly have the cure, right? So they secretly give people all the different cures, and for everyone else, your name goes on a wheel. You spin it, and whoever's name it lands on, you die in real life.
No cure for you.
No cure for you. You are gone. But unfortunately, that does bring us to the end of this live stream, sadly. But we will be back next Thursday, the 6th of February, Waitangi Day. Michelle and I will be back with a few others as well to discuss Australian Survivor Brains versus Brawn 2. Everyone, it's coming out on the 17th of Feb. Is it?
Yes, Monday week.
Yes.
We have a few watch parties going. I know there's one in Brisbane and one in Sydney currently. Ready for next week?
Oh, nice.
Exciting.
Is George doing another one this year?
I don't. Oh, yes. George and what's his name? Grandma.
Fair Play.
Grandma.
Yeah,
Jerry.
Johnny Fair Play.
Elaine.
Yeah,
Kramer.
Johnny Fair Play.
Johnny Fairplay. Yeah, Johnny Fairplay's coming back over, and him and George will do a couple or a few. We did 3 last time. That's in March. But the one next Monday has Cara coming to that one in Sydney.
Okay.
And usually if one comes, then we'll come. So we'll have to see who else is going to put up their hand to come.
Yeah, how exciting. Make sure you tune into our cast breakdowns. We go over the whole cast and for Australian Survivor content. And if you haven't already, head up on Instagram, Mucky Hope Productions with a cheeky _ at the very end. We'll be doing a lot more engagement posts and more information on what shows we're going to be covering in the near future. Plus, as well, some great funny reels. V's behind all that, and she's done phenomenal jobs so far. And in case if you are brand new, smash that subscribe button as well. Let's go smiley face, Sam. Do you believe in smiley face?
Of course. It's the best of the faces.
Hands down. And you, Michelle, are you like a smiley face, or are you more
I
of
put
a
smiley faces on everything. Everything.
Have you guys got to the point that I heard that like Gen Zs think that that's quite it's quite patronizing? So
no, they think the thumbs up is patronizing.
Yeah.
Gen Z hates the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to double down on them. I'm going to do double thumbs up now.
Yeah, I don't care. I just keep putting them there.
Yeah, thumbs up, smiley face. Yeah, no, it's all great. Yeah. I did a thing with my cousin for a while where all I was sending was .. It was just
that's good.
It doesn't keep things very dramatic. It's so great. Really? Yeah, smash that subscribe button.
I got a question for you, Mucky.
Oh yeah.
Was Mucky Hope Productions with no underscore taken?
Okay, so really funny story. I actually did have an Instagram called Mucky Hope Productions, I made it when I was in film school at South Seas, thinking, I'm going to be some grand big director here in New Zealand. I'm going to be pioneering a lot of short film stuff. But I couldn't actually access the account to change the name. I did manage to access it. So I got rid of it in case if there's any confusion. But yeah, we're making this one. It was in such a mad rush, like underscore woohoo, and here we are today.
Smart man, I love it.
Thank you. But smash that subscribe button, hit that cheeky like as well, and we'll see you guys next Thursday for Australian Survivor, Brands vs Brawn. Ka kite anō, everyone, and we'll see you all next time. Bye.